You're lying in bed. It's 2 a.m. The house is quiet, except for the hum of the refrigerator and the anxiety usually buzzing in your head. But tonight, you unlock your phone. The blue light hits your face. You open the app, and there it is, the number. Maybe it's six figures. Maybe it's the first time you've ever seen a comma followed by three zeros that you actually own. For a second, the weight lifts. You think, I made it. I'm safe. But here's the catch, and there's always a catch. The moment that number hits your account, the world around you shifts. The tax code gets interested. The bank sends you a pre-approved credit card with a limit that matches your savings. Your friends suddenly have great business ideas. Hitting the number feels like crossing a finish line, but in reality, the rules of the game just changed without telling you. And historically, the last time this happened, lots of regular people became millionaires on paper, but most lost it within 3 years. This is the trap nobody warns you about. We treat money like a video game where you beat the final boss once you save a certain amount. But money isn't a boss, it's an environment. And the environment is hostile to people who suddenly look stable. Think about it. When you were broke, you were careful. You clipped coupons. You drove the beater car. You checked the price of gas before leaving the house. But once you have cash, you feel entitled to relief. You think, I suffered enough. I deserve this. The system counts on that. Statistics show that nearly 60% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency, but when they finally do save it, the average time frame to lose it again is shockingly short. It's not because you're bad with math, it's because you're human in a system designed to extract wealth from anyone who looks like they have some to spare. You're not broken. That's almost everyone right now. The game is rigged so the finish line keeps moving, and the moment you look like you've arrived, the toll booths appear. My name is Ted Yellow, and I'm obsessed with how money actually works, not how influencers say it should work. We're here to pull back the curtain on the financial system without the guru hype or the guilt trips. Before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. This is education and entertainment only. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy with a script and a strong opinion. Nothing here is specific financial advice. Consult a pro who knows your actual situation before making moves. Now, let's talk about why keeping money is harder than making it. There are two phases of money. Phase one is the grind. This is where you are now. You're scraping, saving, and fighting to accumulate capital. It's hard, but the rules are simple. Spend less than you make. Phase two is the protection game. This starts the moment you hit that milestone. In phase two, the psychological traps multiply. You've been in scarcity mode for so long that abundance feels like a signal to relax your guard. This is the scarcity hangover. You've been dieting financially for years, and now there's a buffet open. You deserve a nice dinner. You deserve a better car. And you do. But the system incentivizes you to spend that capital rather than protect it. Banks stop calling you about overdraft fees and start calling you about leverage. They want you to borrow against your stability. They offer you premium services that cost more but solve problems you don't have yet. They tell you that you're qualified for bigger debts. The rewards feel justified after years of scarcity, but that justification is exactly how wealth evaporates. You stop being the hunter and start being the prey. The rich tax nobody calls a tax is lifestyle inflation, and it hits hardest right after you win. Let's look at the math, because numbers don't lie, even when people do. If you hit $100,000 and you feel safe, inflation is quietly eating 3 to 4% of that purchasing power every year. But the bigger killer isn't inflation, it's behavior. According to Dalbar studies, the average investor underperforms the market significantly because they buy high when they feel rich and sell low when they feel scared. When regular people become millionaires on paper during a boom, they often cash out to buy liabilities, locking in losses later. Vanguard reports consistently show that the biggest drag on returns isn't fees, it's investor behavior. Boring, safe, automated wins long term. Exciting, timely, smart moves usually transfer your money to someone else's pocket. The math says staying put is harder than moving, but moving is what costs you. Let's talk about John and Josh. Both worked hard, both saved until they hit the number. They both had the same starting line. John looked at his balance and saw freedom. He upgraded his apartment, leased a luxury car, and started angel investing in his friend's crypto project because he felt like an investor now. Within 2 years, John was back to zero plus debt. The car depreciated, the crypto went to zero, and the rent hike hurt. Josh looked at the same number and saw options. He kept living like he was broke. He set a floor. He invested the rest in boring index funds and waited. He didn't tell anyone he had money. 5 years later, John is working overtime to catch up. Josh's money made money while he slept. The stat here is clear. Wealth isn't about income, it's about retention. Most people focus on the inflow. The rich focus on the outflow. Josh understood that the goal wasn't to look like a millionaire, but to be unbreakable. So here's the playbook. Don't overcomplicate it. Number one, set a floor. Decide what amount is untouchable emergency capital. Never cross this line. Treat it like it doesn't exist. Number two, build a growth layer. Automate investments so you don't have to make decisions when you're emotional. Remove the human element. Number three, be suspicious of sales. Anyone who suddenly treats you better because of your balance is selling something. If the bank manager smiles too much, check your pockets. Number four, remember that money is not success, it's options. The goal isn't to look rich, it's to be stable. The real catch is this. Protect your first big number like it's the floor, not the finish line. The last time this happened, lots of regular people became millionaires on paper, but only the ones who changed the rules stayed that way. Don't let the system take it back. Stay boring, stay stable. I'll see you in the next one.